Okay, welcome to class today. I apologize for being gone. Today's lesson should hopefully help cement everything that we learned yesterday and teach you how to make an actual animal rather than just a protein out of the DNA that comes from that animal. As you look through your lab packet today, we're going to be on the page that looks like this one here, determining the traits of an organism and DNA Snork DNA and Traits. So you'll have an idea in the simulation. You're going to examine the genetic sequence of a fictitious organism, the Snork. Snorks were discovered in a distant solar system on the planet DNA, pun intended. Your job is to analyze their genes and determine what traits the organisms have. So as you've got this here, you've got all of these traits here listed right here. You have got codon UGG, codes for amino acid number 20. So rather than name them, we're going to number them on this one. So you can figure out that UGG is 20, and we're going to go that way. And then you have different traits listed on this side based on the amino acid sequence. In order to help with this, we're going to be given the chromosome of 2 Snorks with the following sequences. Snork 1's DNA is listed right here. The one thing I will warn you with Snork 1's DNA is from the last 2 letters on the top line, they are going to go with the first letter on the second line. So C, G, and A all go together as one codon. The same thing happens on the bottom line. So the first thing you're going to do is simply transcribe this sequence of A, C, C. And the transcription of that should be A pairs with U, C pairs with G, C pairs with G. So you're going to just write the transcription right down below that. From there, you're going to do that for the entire thing for both Snork 1 and Snork 2. Coming down here, you'll see that Snorks have only 1 chromosome and it has 6 genes on it. Each gene codes for only 3 amino acids. So basically, the gene's going to code for 3 amino acids, so your protein is going to be 3 amino acids long. Your job is to determine the sequence of the amino acids for your specimen, right? The complementary mRNA strands. The tRNA anticodons, I am not really going to even have you worry about. Just because that's going to take place in the ribosome, and we don't have a ribosome here. But you are then going to, from that mRNA strand, use the codon to match the amino acid sequence that they code for, and then the related traits in the charts. So the amino acid sequence, after you write UGG, your amino acid sequence is going to go on that next page, and you're going to write, for example, UGG we know codes for amino acid number 20. And so you're going to, on the amino acid sequence, write 20 dash whatever fits in there. So, and then remember the amino acid, you're going to have 3 of them in a row for a protein. Once you have the amino acid sequence written out on that next page, you're going to go for the trait. Trait number 1 is going to be a sequence of 3 amino acids. Obviously, the first one's going to be 20 dash something, and it's going to code for 20's code for something hairless, hairy, or plump. So you'll put plump if that's the code on Snork number 1 and whatever it is on Snork number 2. And then as you go right below plump, on those traits it says draw your Snorks in the box below. So you're going to take those boxes on Snork 1 and Snork 2, and you're going to draw a Snork that has the 6 different traits listed that you just did from the DNA sequences or from the amino acids that they are coded for. The different things that you could possibly have. Hairless, hairy. Hopefully you can figure out how to do that. Or plump or skinny. Or 4-legged or 2-legged. Round head, blockhead. Tail or no tail or tail. Slanted eyes, wide round eyes. And then you can have male or female. When you get to the male or female, the only thing that you must do is you when you do male or female, you cannot draw plumbing. You guys are smart enough now to know what we're talking about by that. To draw males, how would you draw males? Well, usually they'll have facial hair, maybe a goatee, beard, something like that. Females, on the other hand, will usually have great big long eyebrows. If you want to put a female in a skirt or a dress or something like that, that would be acceptable as well. Again, just no plumbing to differentiate between males and females. Have respect, like we've talked about, for those that are grading your packet. They don't want to see it, and quite frankly, neither do I. So just please be respectful that way. Other than that, draw it however you want. Once you're done drawing it on that page, please grab colored pencils and color it in. The coloring will be worth a significant amount of points, so it doesn't have to be beautiful. We're not judging on artwork, but I will judge on whether you have color on there. That should take you through most of the hour and get you taken care of that way. If there are any questions, you can rewatch this video and do it however you need to that way. And make sure everything gets cleaned up, picked up, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you.